Let's talk about the students. A lot of them not in class today, of course, because of the strike. So joining me now, Sally Meserat, who's the president of the Ontario Student Trustees Association. Sally, you are a grade 12 student.
Yes.
You're looking to graduate, and you're looking to the disruption here. How do you feel just as a student outside of the Trustees Association?
As a student, definitely there are concerns because there's uncertainty in what is to come in education. I think that's a concern many students share. They're not sure what is to come, and that's concerning for them for sure.
When you hear some of those points about the class sizes, the mandatory e-learning, that won't affect you as you're an outgoing student. But what does that mean for students? What have you heard chatter among the students?
Absolutely. So students discussing have noticed that the impacts of that will be far-reaching because e-learning, for example, we haven't actually explored the full implications of it and the supports that will be in place for students. Class sizes, when we increase them, students may not have the specialized supports they need, and so many students are concerned on how they can thrive in an education system that may not be able to support them as fully as it may have before.
The union president said right there are no negotiations set to take place, which means, and when you hear them talk, the government versus the union, they seem very far apart. Does that make you nervous, as especially a graduating student, because you're looking to apply to colleges and universities, and if this extends, if it goes beyond this one day, what does that mean for you?
Absolutely. You know, depending on how long it goes, students may even have to have school extended, but ultimately the focus has to be for both parties on students, right? If we put the needs of students at the forefront of all conversations had, we create a clear path forward. If we really consider what students need, we can actually find solutions to that.
As part of the trustees, and obviously you've had numerous meetings, numerous reports that you've put out when it comes to some of these discussions, what have you found?
For sure, especially e-learning, which we put out just early in September. We found a lot of students recognize that there may be equity issues with e-learning. E-learning in and of itself is a phenomenal educational tool, but we've also found, based on the data we collected, that 95% of students across the province has said that they wouldn't want it mandated across the province. But it's not necessarily because it's bad, it's just difficult to mandate fully like that.
The Minister of Education will be joining me right here in about 15 minutes' time. Is there something that you would like to say to him, or perhaps the union president as well?
I think for everybody, put students first. Make sure that they feel like they are valued and that their educational experience will be considered both short-term and long-term for the betterment of our province.
All right, Sally, appreciate your time and good luck with grade 12. We're going to continue to follow this story, of course, throughout the morning. And as mentioned, Stephen Lecce coming up in about 20 minutes' time.